Google just dropped Nano Banana Pro, and it's even crazier than Nano Banana. I didn't even think that was possible. Just look at what it did to this bathroom before and after. So I'm going to show you how I did that, give you some other use cases, and show you how to access this. So let's get started. There's two ways of accessing right now. You've got Google AI Studio and typical Google Gemini. I actually recommend using Google AI Studio because you're actually going to get some extra control. You can actually tweak the resolution and the aspect ratio. So this is basically the size of the image. You can do this in Gemini, but you do need to add some more words. I find it to be a little bit easier here, but do note there's a couple extra steps with getting it started with adding an API key and everything. But just follow the steps, very easy. So check this out. I'm gonna grab some images of a fake renovation project. I'm gonna grab this ugly bathroom and I'm gonna give it these specs. And now Nano Banana Pro can actually support up to 14 images. So this gives you a lot more reference images to work with. So I've been working on this prompt and it says, I'm renovating this existing bathroom, add this vanity, faucet, backsplash, and gray floor tile. Modernize the existing toilet and bath, keep the camera angle and room geometry the same. And this is basically because I don't want it to change anything to it, right? I'm going to boost the resolution to 2K because we've always talked about how we want to upscale our renderings. And the aspect ratio I'll leave on auto because I'm keeping the same image. And while the model is thinking, I can actually see exactly what it's doing. And check that out. It added the faucet fixture, the vanity, kept the camera angle, and a beautiful 2K resolution image. I mean, this took no time at all. And this is something I could easily show a client because this is actually sharp enough because now it's beyond, 1K. That actually looks really, really good. So the next use case I have is taking a screenshot of a 3D model and making it look photorealistic. So this is how I do that. I grab that image, I drag that in, and then I start by prompting, turn this 3D model into a photorealistic rendering with realistic lighting and materials. And then I send that off. I'm okay with the aspect ratio being on auto and the resolution at 2K. Let's hit run. It's gonna take a couple seconds and then the thinking process will begin. As you can see here, it's literally telling you what it's doing, which is crazy. And there we go. So that was 18 seconds to go from this to that. I mean, this is like a great way to just like workshop some ideas for materials without fully having to flesh out your 3D model or even bring it into a 3D rendering engine. So this is insane. The quality is very good. And remember, you can go up to 4K with this. So that's the second one. Now the third one, and I feel like this is gonna change architecture, give it, 5-10 years, but you can actually have it draw orthographic drawings from an image. So check this out. Give me orthographic drawings of this project. So imagine in a couple of years, if this can take raster data and turn it into vector, something you could use in like CAD or Illustrator, pretty crazy. And if you're new to prompting, I did write a very thorough guide on how to get started and some example prompts. I've got a link in the description below for you to check that out. And there we go. Look at this. So we got colored drawings. Like this is something I used to do in school. Look at that. We've got the glazing, the stone veneer, I mean, the cars and everything, a floor plan. So like imagine this is editable in a couple of years, even the shadows. So this is getting pretty crazy. We weren't able to do this before. The dimensions don't make sense, but now the text is actually legible. Like look at this. It actually understands leaders well enough that they should be aligned. Not a lot of people get this, And a scale, I mean, crazy. The scale is buns. That's a funny thing. And this one's suns. So it's not perfect, but this is light years ahead of the original Nano Banana. I want to show you another architecture related use case. So check this. I want to branch off of this image. So I can click off of here and hit branch from here because I wanted to focus on this, right? So then it's going to take me to a new conversation and I can say, generate a storyboard exploring this house from various views, 5 images. And this is great when you're planning an animation, what are some interesting shots you can use to help improve your narrative? So it's thinking, I always love to see what this says. So it knows 5 image, which is great. Look at that. So we've got this overall shot, a view of the garage, which is this area here, a view of the balconies, a view outside of the balcony. It even generated all this, and then a view of the rear. I mean, that's just crazy. So now the last use case I have is regarding branding, because I felt like this update was related to like product marketing and everything. So I'm going to grab the ArchViz Academy logo and generate some mockups with it. So I'm going to drop the ArchViz Academy logo in there, and then I'm going to say, add this logo on a hoodie. All right, so let's see what it's thinking about. It's talking about the mockup, and there we go. Look at that. That's insane. So like I don't even need to download a Photoshop template, drop the logo in, there I go. And then if I want, I could even edit this. So I could say, let's go with a negative, or let's go with a white version of the logo. So I'm going to try and trick it, and let's see what it can do. And you can see the key is to recolor the logo from black to white during the transfer. Currently working on isolating the original logo. That's insane. Look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. So that's it for this video. I wanted to show you some very clever use cases. Curious what you're using this for. So let me know in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.